Yes, guys, what's going on? Welcome to Full Time Devils. I am Adam Mckola, and today I am joined by a couple of boxing greats, both from this great city of Manchester. On my right and in the blue corner is Ricky the Hitman Hatton, and on my left in the red corner is Anthony $1 Million Crolla. Lads, how you doing?
Good.
Yeah, great.
Thank you, mate.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you for being on the channel. Obviously, we're here to talk about the Manchester Derby. We will give you a little bit of a chat on AJ Ruiz at the end as well. Manchester Derby coming. Now, you've done a bit of a chat for sport, so you can go and check that out as well for a bit more chat on it. But with the Derby coming, United have beat Spurs, City have beat Burnley. Both teams looking like they're back in form. How you see it going? I'll come to you first, Ricky, as you do.
I think it's what both teams needed, because I mean United haven't been really showing good form, and believe it or not, City haven't been at full pelt. Not crying at home. I mean, we've had injuries and that, but injuries regardless, we just haven't performed. So, but then going to Burnley to bang 4 in against Burnley at Burnley was a massive confidence booster. The fact that Jesus is going to be starting, Aguero's on the bench, so Jesus is going to be starting that game. So it's nice to see him whack 2 in against Burnley. So it's what we needed before the derby. But, to be honest, Tottenham's a decent team. Tottenham's right up there. And for Mourinho coming as well, coming back, to play United, for them to beat Tottenham, they couldn't have asked for an even better confidence booster as well, because neither teams have been playing well, but coming up to the derby, we've had the wins we wanted.
To go to Burnley and put 4 past them away from home, that's good going. As well. It's impressive. No matter what you say, it's impressive. But for me as well, it's us winning that last night. I think Ricky will agree. All the pressure's on City, because they lose. Then I know Leicester's involved in it. The title's more or less gone, isn't it? You can't imagine. It might be anyway. That's it. But I think, say you lose on Saturday or you only pick up a point.
We need to win this, and we need to win every game. But we've got a derby coming up now as well, so that just adds loads of pressure.
Do you fear for Pep?
No, I don't know. I think he's the best. I think he's the best manager in the league. I think just with injuries, and we're not really at our top form. But I mean, you got to give credit to Liverpool. You know what I mean? When you have injuries and you don't hit top form, what have they done? They took advantage of it and smashed everyone. So you've got to say, they deserve it. But I just think, if Pep, I don't know, is he giving up on the league a little bit, like a lot of City fans have, and he's thinking, because I think we're looking better in the Champions League than we are in the Premiership at the minute. So remember, I don't know whether, and Pep's a Champions League man, isn't he? Do you know what I mean? That's his. So I don't know.
If he left City without the Champions League, would you think his time there has been a failure?
No, because
underwhelming.
I think we won the treble, didn't we, last year? I mean, it's
not really a treble.
Well, the domestic treble. But so I mean, he's brought. I know we won the league in years gone by, but that's got to be our best. It's got to be our best season. So he can't be seen as a failure. You just know where he's gone and achieved the Champions League and stuff like that. If he does that, and I think if we don't win it this year, I might be wrong. I think he might be off. Yeah.
Yeah, mate, we'll be happy.
A few goals at it, hasn't he? So it's, he never stays anywhere too long. He does the business and then he goes, doesn't he?
That's what, as you just got to be truthful. You got to be hopeful. If they don't win the Champions League this year, then he might think I'm going to move on, and I think everyone but City fans will be happy.
When Fergie left, I said to you, a couple of years, Liverpool are going to win the league and City might win the Champions League.
I couldn't. No, it'd be unbearable. It'd be. I probably would have moved away there and then. But no, it is, and that's it. Is the United, and that's sort of, we've got to focus on the boys now. We can't be. I've done it for too long. Where you're worrying about Liverpool winning the league, City winning the Champions League. That's it. There was a chance where the bloody quad was on, and that was just it would be unbearable. But that, I think now we've just got to focus on the boys. I'm happy about it at the moment. I'm one of them, Adam. You always get behind the manager. You always back the manager. And that's what, last night, the support for him was amazing, and that was great to see, great to hear, and that's how it's got to be. And I think, listen, there's no denying it's not going to be an overnight turnaround for us, But we back that man, and whatever happens at the end of the season, or if anything happens before, then deal with that then. But for now, Ollie's the man to take us forward.
We've had some good results. You mentioned on the video you did with Sports that your favourite derby is obviously the one that prevented them from winning the league. Can you see us pulling off a shock? Yeah. Would it be a shock if we won?
It would. Listen, it's certainly going to be a big ask. It's certainly going to be a big ask. But I think if the same type of performance that we gave against Tottenham, I think we're capable of going there and getting something, whether it be 3 points or even a point. And that's not nice to say in a derby, but that's what I do believe. And I think on Saturday, I fancy us to come away with a point. And it won't be the worst result in the world. Let's be honest.
Before I get to your prediction, Rick, I was going to say a neutral. You're clearly not a neutral. From the outside looking in, what have you thought of United's problem?
It was funny at first, which I'm not going to be about it. No, it was funny at first, but because they were struggling and we were winning. But now I said to the lads earlier, I said, sort of like I've took it easy on them now, because it's not. I mean, United will never get to where City were when we was in the second division, and that was unbelievable. But you sat in the pub or you're talking to your mates, you're going, how are we going to turn this round? What are we going to do? And then not one of you can come up with an answer. I think that's where United, it's why all my United mates are all saying the same things. What we're going to do? How are we going to turn it round? Say, Ollie goes, who's going to come in? What's going to do? So I don't pick up my mates quite as much now, to be honest, because I've been there, and it's horrible. When you're a football fan and you're passionate about your football, it's sort of like, we've won our championships. They're not doing great. I've had a pop at you, but now, sort of like feeling sorry for my mates a little bit, because it's horrible as a football fan.
Rather him just have a dig at us,
I'm being honest. It's horrible when you sit there. Every week you watch the game, you pay your money. You watch your game, you pay your money, and you're thinking, we all think we're managers, don't we, on a Saturday afternoon or whatever? But I can't turn around and say I don't know what to do or where it's.
There's nothing worse than you go in the house and you're in a mood and she'll say, oh, what's up with you? And you're going on about the game. Oh, it's a game. And she'll say, oh, it's only a game. And it's like, oh, you don't want to hear it.
Prediction?
I think any sort of win. I think United will be.
Is it a must-win for City?
It's a must-win as far as the championship goes. I think we might have already lost that. But I mean, that would be the final nail in the coffin if we get beat. But I think United will be up for it. That the season best performance against Tottenham. So I think it will be close. But I do think we are the better team, and none of us are in like massive great form. So when you think that we're both not in form, but we are the better team, I do believe that. So I think we're going to win, but I think it'll be a close one. I'd say 3-2.
I think.
I'll give you the stay on.
Yeah, without a doubt, we can't say it's going to take a massive performance from us to get something, but I do believe we perform.
I don't want you to say anything, because you've said a win or a draw and all this.
Yep. My score prediction, 2-2, and I think it'll be a very entertaining game. Very, very entertaining game.
Because they both got to win.
Yeah.
It's a derby, they both want to win. City's got to win to chase Liverpool, but United, they're on a good run, aren't they, at the minute,
Well, yeah. Maybe Drew gets shot. Let's not go there. Anyway, there is a big boxing, there's a big fight this weekend as well. Obviously, AJ against Ruiz 2, or Ruiz against AJ 2, because Ruiz is obviously the champ. AJ going to Saudi Arabia, it's a weird location, isn't it? Is there any location you would have ever wanted to fight in that you never got the opportunity to?
I'd say Madison Square Garden. That's the sort of,
Yeah, when I boxed at Madison Square Garden when I was 18 on the Ahmed Kelly undercard. So, and it was a dream. It's one of my proudest moments, even though I went on to do what I did. That was still one of my proudest moments. But Saudi Arabia is a strange one. But there's been a few in that part of the world, haven't there, lately, so...
Lots of different sporting events as well, everything. How do you see, obviously, Ruiz beating AJ was a shock to everyone. I mean, the book has had it at like 30-1, which is incredible. What did you make of the fight? What did you really think there was something wrong there with AJ, or was it?
No, I definitely thought something was wrong, because I mean, he was a little bit more timid at the start when he knew he was in with a decent opponent in Ruiz, but you know, and you're nervous against any opponent, aren't you? But should there have been the fear factor that seemed apparent to be there, do you know what I mean? He seemed a bit timid like that, and in the corner he was saying, Robert McCracken, why am I feeling like this? Why am I this? So I think to myself, maybe he was a little bit under the weather or something between his ears mentally where he didn't quite feel, at the races. Because I think AJ, should have gone in there, American debut, fired up, confident, the lot, and he just didn't seem his usual self.
I think the Wilder fight, I think, against Brazil was like a week before where he knocked him out straight away. Do you think that played on his mind? Because when he got Ruiz down, he just literally went to finishing him. And you were saying earlier he should have stayed down.
I think it might have been a little. Well, they could have been. I mean, I think there was something not right before the fight. Okay. I think he was under the weather or something like that. The way he come out from the first bell to what he was saying in the corner, I think there was something not quite right there. But I mean, I'm only guessing at that. But I think he took it a little bit lightly as a bit of another routine defence. I mean, they talk about Wilder, talk about Fury, the fact that, Wilder won, earlier, like you just mentioned. I think he might have just took his eye off the ball a little bit, got a bit carried away. The American debut, got another routine defence against somebody I should really blast here, whether he likes it or not. And I think when he had him down, I think he would just went a little bit gung-ho. I think he should have shown Ruiz is a dangerous and very fast-handed fighter. I think he should have showed him a little bit more respect and fought this fella, because when he went down and he got up, I thought he's knocked him down, but this fella doesn't look good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he should spot that and go, right, I'm going to suffer this little fella up a little bit more for a couple of rounds before I go in. And every time he went in for the kill, that's when he got nailed.
Yeah.
When he went in for the kill,
experience.
He kept crouching to him as well, which I found weird, because he had...
Give the height away.
But then he gave
all the advantages away, and that's what I think it was. Just like Ricky said, there was too much respect shown, and I think this time he's got to come out. He's got to command respect. He's got to get behind that jab.
Big jabs, big backhands, big back jabs. And if you can keep it there for the first 6 rounds and break him up, doing that would be happy days for him.
Yeah. I think Lewis Ratman. Listen, I do. It's not a confident pick, but I think Joshua.
You were in the arena that night when it was.
Yes,
and it was there as well. The shock around.
A massive shock. But then when you break it down, it's not as big of an upset as what you think. Ruiz is a quality fighter, Olympian, lost one fight which he didn't really lose. It was just Joshua's got to go out there, command respect, get behind the jab, like Ricky said, not rush anything. But at the same time, I think he's got to do it in the first half of the fight.
No fence allowed. Your prediction is.
Joshua inside 5 rounds.
No buts. That's it.
Yeah. No sprinters.
I think Joshua in the championship rounds down the home straight.
I hope so. I really do hope so.
Because listen, look at the size of Ruiz. I know he's quick, but I mean, Joshua is he's so explosive and power puncher. But he got an Olympic gold medal. You don't get an Olympic gold medal if you can't box, and if you've got that much of a height advantage, keep the little fart there for 6 rounds. Do you know what I mean? Don't let him near you. Hit him from a distance, and then when you've broken him up and he's slowing, and he's then going for the kill. Yeah.
I could listen to you talk about boxing all day. Seriously, thank you for joining us.
No, thanks for having us.
Pleasure to have you on the channel. We know you've got to do bits. There you go. There's the man telling us to get out.
Put 50p.
Make sure you subscribe to Full Time Devils. Like, comment, share. Thank you to Anne. Thank you to Ricky. Check them out. I'm sure they're on socials and all that stuff. And we'll see you later.